The life and bittersweet legacy of Dandy. Don Meredith, fondly remembered as Dandy Don, was born on April 10, 1938, in Mount Vernon, Texas, a quaint town located about 100 miles east of Dallas. From an early age, he stood out as a multi-talented star. At Mount Vernon High School, he shone not only on the football and basketball courts, but also in school plays. An exceptional student, he graduated second in his class. Despite being heavily recruited by Texas A&M's legendary coach Bear Bryant, Meredith chose to play college football at Southern Methodist University, SMU. His humorous explanation? It was closer to home, and the acronym was easier to spell. During his time at SMU, Meredith proved himself a football prodigy. He led the Southwest Conference in passing completion percentage for 3 consecutive years as a starting quarterback. By 1958 and 1959, he was an All-American, and his popularity on campus earned SMU the nickname Southern Meredith University. In the 1960 Chicago College All-Star Game, Meredith completed 8 of 20 passes for 156 yards, though his team fell to the Baltimore Colts, 32-7. Meredith's professional journey began with a unique twist. On November 28, 1959, just 2 days before the NFL draft, he signed a 5-year personal service contract with the T-Con Corporation, owned by Clint Murchison. This arrangement ensured he'd play for the Dallas Cowboys if the franchise joined the league. Although the Chicago Bears selected him in the 3rd round of the 1960 draft, the NFL upheld Meredith's contract with the Cowboys, who compensated the Bears with a 3rd-round pick in the 1962 draft. Meredith was more than just the Cowboys' first quarterback. He was their heart and soul in the early years. As the team's fortunes grew under head coach Tom Landry, Meredith became the starting quarterback in 1963. In 1966, he led the Cowboys to their first playoff appearance, a feat he repeated until his sudden retirement before the 1969 season. His career was marked by resilience, leadership, and 2 gut-wrenching losses to the Green Bay Packers in the NFL championship games, the infamous Ice Bowl being the most iconic. Statistically, Meredith threw for 199 yards and 135 touchdowns, with a career passer rating of 74.8. He was named the NFL Player of the Year in 1966 and earned 3 Pro Bowl selections. Despite never leading the Cowboys to a Super Bowl, he remains a fan favorite for his grit, charm, and larger-than-life personality. After retiring from football, Meredith transitioned into broadcasting, becoming a beloved commentator on ABC's Monday Night Football in 1970. His folksy, light-hearted style contrasted sharply with the sharp wit of Howard Cosell and the steady play-by-play of Frank Gifford. Meredith briefly left ABC for NBC from 1974 to 1976, but returned to Monday Night Football until his retirement from broadcasting in 1984. Meredith also ventured into acting, appearing in films, television shows, and commercials. From starring roles in Terror on the 40th Floor to a guest appearance in King of the Hill, his on-screen presence showcased his charisma beyond the football field. In his personal life, Meredith was married 3 times. He fathered 3 children, Mary, Michael, and Heather. His 3rd wife, Susan, was a serendipitous encounter as they crossed paths on a New York City sidewalk. Tragically, Meredith passed away on December 5, 2010, at the age of 72 after suffering a brain hemorrhage in Santa Fe, New Mexico. He was laid to rest in his beloved hometown of Mount Vernon, Texas, a fitting final chapter for a man who embodied both Texas pride and the heart of the Dallas Cowboys.